The year is 356 BC, a time when the world was vastly different from what we know today. In the rugged and mountainous land of Macedonia, a prince is born, destined to leave an indelible mark on history. His name is Alexander. From the moment of his birth, it is clear that his destiny is to conquer the world and reshape it in his image. Alexander's father, King Philip II, is a powerful and ambitious warrior. He is a man of great vision and strength. King Philip dreams of uniting the often warring Greek city-states under Macedonian rule, creating a powerful and unified nation. Alexander, even as a young boy, shows signs of being a precocious child, strong in body and sharp in mind. He grows up surrounded by his father's warriors, listening intently to their tales of bravery and adventure, which fuel his own ambitions. From a young age, he yearns for the day he can join them on the battlefield to prove his own valor and strength. But Alexander is not just a warrior in the making. He is also a scholar, with an insatiable thirst for knowledge and understanding. His education is entrusted to the finest minds in Greece, including the great philosopher Aristotle, who shapes his thinking and worldview. Little does anyone know this young prince, with his blend of warrior spirit and scholarly intellect, will soon inherit his father's ambitions and change the course of history forever. Alexander's education is placed in the hands of a remarkable man, Aristotle. The famed philosopher recognizes Alexander's potential. He instills in him a love for learning, a thirst for knowledge. Aristotle teaches Alexander philosophy, logic, and ethics. He also instructs him in the natural sciences, instilling a curiosity about the world. This education shapes Alexander's worldview. He learns to think strategically, to analyze his opponents. He develops a deep respect for different cultures. These lessons will serve him well on the battlefield and beyond. Tragedy strikes when Alexander is just 20 years old. King Philip II is assassinated. The throne of Macedon passes to the young Alexander. Many see him as untested, inexperienced. They believe they can exploit his youth, but Alexander quickly proves them wrong. He acts swiftly and decisively to consolidate his power. He crushes rebellions in Greece with ruthless efficiency. He rallies his father's veteran army to his side. Alexander is now the undisputed leader of the Macedonians. He is ready to fulfill his father's dream, the conquest of the Persian Empire. His legend is about to be written in blood and glory. Alexander's first target is the mighty Persian Empire. For centuries, the Persians have been a threat to the Greek world. Alexander sees an opportunity to eliminate this threat once and for all. He leads his army across the Hellespont into Asia Minor. The Persians, caught off guard, underestimate the young king. They will soon learn their mistake. Alexander's army is a well-oiled machine. It is a mix of Macedonian veterans and Greek allies. He leads from the front, inspiring his men with his courage and charisma. Victory follows victory. The Persian Empire trembles before the might of Alexander the Great. The Battle of the Granicus River is Alexander's first major engagement against the Persians. The Persian army, commanded by local satraps, outnumbers the Macedonians. They are confident of victory, but Alexander has a plan. He launches a daring cavalry charge across the river, shattering the Persian lines. The Persian cavalry is routed, their infantry, left unsupported, is cut down by the Macedonian phalanxes. The Granicus River is a decisive victory for Alexander. It announces his arrival on the world stage as a military genius. The Persian Empire is now truly vulnerable. Alexander sets his sights on the heart of the empire. Alexander marches deeper into the Persian Empire, winning victory after victory. At Issus, he confronts the Persian king Darius III himself. The battle is a fierce struggle, but Alexander's tactics and leadership prevail. Darius flees the battlefield in disarray. The climax of the campaign comes at Gaugamela. Here, Alexander faces the full might of the Persian army. Darius has assembled a vast host, including chariots and war elephants. He is determined to crush the Macedonian upstart. But Alexander is undaunted. He maneuvers his army with precision, exploiting gaps in the Persian lines. The Macedonian phalanx advances with unwavering discipline. The Persian army, despite its size, crumbles before the Macedonian onslaught. Darius flees once more. His empire is lost. Section 7. Alexander's vision, a world united. Alexander's conquests are not just about military glory. He has a grander vision. He dreams of creating a vast empire where Greeks and Persians can live together in harmony. He encourages intermarriage and cultural exchange. He adopts Persian customs and dresses in Persian attire. He incorporates Persian soldiers into his army. He founds cities throughout his empire, spreading Greek culture and language. Alexander's vision is ahead of its time. He believes in a world without borders, where people from different cultures can coexist peacefully. His dream, though ultimately unrealized, leaves a lasting impact on the world. Section 8. East to India, expanding the dream. Alexander's ambition knows no bounds. His vision of a vast empire drives him to push the limits of what is possible. After conquering the mighty Persian Empire, he turns his attention eastwards, towards the mysterious lands of India. He leads his army across the treacherous Hindu Kush mountains, a feat that tests the endurance and resolve of his men. In India, he faces fierce resistance from local rulers who are determined to protect their homeland. The battles are intense, with war elephants and dense jungles adding to the challenge. At the Battle of the Hydaspes River, he confronts the formidable Indian king Porus. Despite the fierce resistance, Alexander's tactical genius leads him to victory. Impressed by Porus's courage and valor, Alexander reinstates him as a satrap, showing his respect for worthy adversaries. He continues his relentless advance eastward, but his army, weary from years of continuous campaigning, begins to falter. The men longing for home refuse to march any further. Disappointed but pragmatic, Alexander listens to his men and agrees to turn back. He understands the importance of maintaining the morale of his troops. Despite this setback, he has achieved what no Westerner before him has. His empire now stretches further than anyone could have imagined. From Greece to India, his conquests have created a vast empire, a testament to his ambition and military prowess. But for Alexander, the journey is far from over. His mind is already planning the next great adventure, the next horizon to conquer. Section 9. The Conqueror's Death. A mystery endures. In 323 BC, at the age of 32, Alexander the Great falls ill in Babylon. His condition deteriorates rapidly. Within days, the conqueror of the world is dead. The cause of his death remains a mystery to this day. Some believe he succumbed to malaria or typhoid fever. Others suspect poisoning. Whatever the cause, his death sends shockwaves through his vast empire. Without their charismatic leader, Alexander's generals begin to quarrel amongst themselves. His empire, held together by his will and personality, fragments into rival kingdoms. The dream of a united world dies with him. Section 10. Alexander's enduring legacy, a world transformed. Despite his premature death at the age of 32, Alexander's impact on history is undeniable and far-reaching. He is considered one of the greatest military commanders of all time, having never lost a battle in his 15 years of conquest. His campaigns revolutionized warfare, introducing new tactics and strategies that paved the way for the Roman Empire and influenced military leaders for centuries. His conquests spread Greek culture and language throughout the East, ushering in the Hellenistic Age, a period marked by the blending of Greek and Eastern cultures. This fusion of Greek and Eastern ideas had a profound impact on art, architecture, philosophy, and science, leading to advancements that shaped the ancient world and laid the foundations for modern civilization. Alexander's story continues to fascinate and inspire us today as we reflect on his extraordinary achievements and the legacy he left behind. He is a figure of legend, a reminder that even the most ambitious dreams can be achieved with courage, determination, and a touch of brilliance. His life and conquests are studied in military academies around the world. He is Alexander the Great, the visionary conqueror who changed the course of history, leaving an indelible mark on the world that continues to be felt to this day.